Good afternoon, viewers. Welcome to the Polity. Today we shall be looking at the trending story about our elections here at the Federal Capital Territory in Abuja, Nigeria, West Africa. The story is going to be on the council elections, the insights and the takeaway. This is the topic we are going to be looking at. My name is Osaiti Nosadibame. And with me here in the studio is our in-house analyst, Mr. Adeolu Adeomo. The topic for discussion is an interesting one for so many reasons. Here is an election where people had high hopes that given the level of collection of the PVC, the increased in registration, and then the collection of the PVCs by the various voters in the 6 respective area councils, the turnout is going to be huge. But surprisingly, that was not. We shall be looking at that this afternoon as we engage on the issues. But I need to show you some data from the elections. Let us have, I think we have the data of the figures from the area councils, the winners in the 6 area councils of the Federal Capital Territory, where we have the AMAC winner emerging with 40,000 votes. Abaji has scoring 15,000 votes. Buhari 18,000. Gwagwalada, which has been taken by the People's Democratic Party with 22,000 votes, 17,000 and another 17,000. We can see from the charts on the screen that AMAC has 40,000, which is the highest vote so far. It is followed by the Gwagwalada, the PDP in Gwagwalada, which is 22,000, and then we have Buhari following. And then we have Kuje, then you have Kwali, and then you have Abaji. Now, these figures came from the registered voters in the Federal Capital Territory. We have the registered accredited voters, which we have 62,000 in AMAC, from which 40,000 came. Then the Abaji, 21,000. What we call Gwagwalada, we scored the second highest score, was 43,000, and then Buhari and Kwali and Kuje. These are snapshots of what we have in these places. But beside this, we also have, maybe you can help me out with that with the next charts, showing the registered voters in AMAC being 841, and only 7% of that vote of the voter, what they call turnout. And then in Abaji, you have 79,000, the 27% turnout. That is even higher in terms of proportion. You see, the turnout in Abaji is far higher than the turnout in the Federal Capital, in AMAC. Then in Buhari, we have 296,000 votes, 711. Well, we just had an 8% turnout, which is the 26,000 persons who came out for accreditation. Now, in the Gwagwalada, we have 207, and then we have 21% turnout in Gwagwalada. Then in Kwali, where we have 107,203 voters, we had a 24% turnout, which is represented by the 225,910 persons that were there. So Kuje also has its own story, 25% turnout. Apparently, the highest turnout is in Abaji, followed by Kuje, and then you now have Kwali, and then you have Gwagwalada, and then you have Buhari. And AMAC, which has the highest in terms of physical number of vote, actually had the least percentage of turnout of persons in proportion to the votes. We're looking at this data. Well, that is why we're going to look at the insights and the takeaways from this. Beyond this also, I think we still have one more infographic to show to us. Now, in Abaji, where we have registered voters of 68%, look at the collection of the PVC was very, very impressive, which gave a lot of hope to citizens in the FCT, political observers and watchers. With a 94% overall, well, before a 94% in overall, we had 93% PVC collection in Abaji. We have 94% of it in Namak, and from which just 7%. Then we have what do you call it, 94%, 4.5% in Buari. We had 94.4% in Gwagwalada, 94.3% in Kuje, 95.2% in Kwali, and then the overall is 94.4%. Surprisingly, the turnout is not this much in terms of those who came to vote. Now, this is this is troubling. This is the data of the actual vote. 1,600 persons registered, 1,587 25 persons collected PVC. An uncollected PVC is 93.290, and then it is impressive with having 94.4% of persons coming out to say, look, we are coming to collect our card, so we are going to make a statement when the D-Day comes. The D-Day came, and it was
I love this. I love this.
The D-Day came, and surprisingly, what we now had is far inferior to the number of persons who registered, number of persons who collected their PVC. What exactly comes to your mind when you see?
Okay, so thank you, Patrick. Great analysis there, and see. The people that came out to collect their PVC, they didn't come out to collect PVC for this election. No, this election in FCT is not popular, and the reason is this: because of politics of assaulting that is going on with local government autonomy. People don't believe in local government election,
and it is the closest government to the people,
and it's supposed to be what everybody is supposed to follow. But because of the way the country is run, they believe in the see. A friend of mine said they were all given stipend by governors. What can a stipend do to a local government that needs huge development, that need employment, that need infrastructure, that need empowerment? What can stipend? They said all they ask them is, what is your expenses for the month? Carry your expenses, go. In the situation where a local government is giving millions, when I'm not talking 50 million or 100 million, I'm talking just what is your expenses as a local government. Expenses that are not anything to do with capital expenditure, because the state or the FCT as the one running the show. The president said everybody should hold their governor
accountable.
Now, all the governors are now running back to the president now. Say, don't let them hold me accountable. And for you, please, Oga, just go ahead. This regime is very sweet. I will not lie to you. All the governors are smiling.
No, because the president said the revenue increase.
He said what he's doing to them is like never before.
Besides what he said, the facts are there.
It's there. We follow his
allocation every month. Split. You see, it's about 300% of what.
Nobody believes in any local government because the governors are just packing the things alone, allegedly. You see that somebody is showing him opening road. What's that? It's fantastic to do, but it's not supposed to be a celebration. I said it here on Saturday. It's not supposed to be a celebration. Do it. Give what belongs to the local government. Let them also go into their different corners and community and build inner roads. But you are not doing that. So when you see people didn't come out, it's because there is the trust is not there again. Until even the president said that everybody should hold their state government accountable. Who and who is going to hold who? Who is going to hold who?
For a president who also will be relying
Supreme Court passed the judgment. Who is going to hold who?
For a president who...
So where is the rule of law in this country? There's nothing like law again in this country.
So apparently it all falls back on the table of the president to be able to show direction, demonstrate that when anybody is what we call it, indicted, alleged to be involved in anything that undermines governance, and the person is indicted,
when
the person is indicted, he should be able to follow the law and make sure that governor or that local government chairman or that big politician is made an example of.
Nobody can make any example of any governor because there is immunity. The one that happened in Rivers State, all of you, every one of us, were all shouting. How many people will go with the president hold accountable? The one that he did in Rivers State, he shut down the whole state. You were all shouting and you want to kill him. He can't hold any governor accountable because even though there is a presidential order that he used in Rivers State because of a serious little issue.
The state of emergency.
The state of emergency. Used, yeah. The truth is this, even that one was too much power.
But again, to some extent, it has brought some sort of stability to the people.
Exactly, but we were all criticizing him when he did it, even me inclusive. Because I feel that was too much power.
Exercise.
You understand? But I like what you just said now. Let's call a spade a spade. When things are going this wrong, should somebody allow it to continue this way?
No, but it is not going to. It is not that it is being commended, so it could be an example for another president, or that the president should carry out the same step next time. Legal minds are of the opinion that look, he should have consulted with the National Assembly to have that state of emergency declared and ratified. So that is there's a legal angle to it, which does not give it any rightness. However,
do National Assembly or the State Assembly have power?
No,
over the governor. The governor himself can do. He has power to make some decisions. You get what I'm saying? So, but this one is a power that passes power. You get what I'm saying? And that is the same thing that the president is avoiding with this local government autonomy. So like I always tell people, I said this country needs someone that is very strict to enforce rules and regulations, to enforce policies. You understand? You can't. This is not the country that is that you be laughing with people. No, it's a country that needs a very strict person that is very disciplined. Now, if you want to stop the governors from living this kind of life, the lifestyle they are living with all the best of things they have, you have to lead by example. Is he leading by example? Is he leading by example? He's living his lavish life, wonderful life as a president. Meanwhile, I got to know on Friday that our debt is 70.8 trillion now. Do you know what that means? 70.8 trillion is our debt. 70.8 trillion is our debt now.
Dollars?
In naira.
Naira.
Yeah, trillion. It cannot be $1 trillion. We are finishing. Who will stay here?
But again,
but the truth is this.
But with the
are we doing?
With the almost 50 billion reserve, the nation has the capacity possibly to make some workings in trying.
Do you even know that this year budget is on deficit? We can't even fund it.
No, every of the year this president has come in. Since the Buhari administration, the budgets have been in deficit.
Okay, so now Patrick, let me ask you: is that leadership?
Well, now the facts available to an executive.
The House of Assembly were blaming Ministry of Budget and Planning last week that they messed up 2025 budget. Are they the one to be blamed? Why can't them all, budget and planning, look at what we have vis-a-vis what we don't have? look at what they are presenting, and look in total to see what should be supported, should be funded, and not what to be funded. See, you don't need to overspend what you don't have, or spend unnecessarily what you don't have. There is a place of managing the little fund you have. Yeah, kudos to the president with the internal revenue that is coming up. Even with that, their projection cannot even meet the budget for the year. 2025, a minister, okay, I saw Ministry of Agriculture complaining bitterly over the weekend. What was his complaint? He said he was only giving 1% of his total budget for the year. And the Senate Committee on Agriculture said, why? He said that is what they gave me. They only gave me money to do what? The salary expenditures. Little things.
Okay.
No wonder the country is not even doing anything about agricultural development in Nigeria.
So now let us relate all of these to the level of public confidence in the political system, public confidence in the institutions of government, public confidence in the programs and policies of government, and we relate it to what happened on Saturday. Quite a large number of persons did not come out. And from what you have just enumerated now, it shows the lack of trust in the system, and that is why people did not show up. Now, if you are to challenge this administration to make sure people come out more,
oh God,
what would be your advice?
Okay, so let me take it this way. Let's move forward.
Yes.
The election has been declared. We have 5 for APC, 1 for PDP.
Which, of course, is a show of democracy.
It's a show of democracy because, you know,
I used to be an opposition.
I like what they did. We look at voters' apathy.
Yeah.
We look at trust. We look at bad awareness. These issues were what APC worked on. To do what? To defeat the opponent. Opponents tried their best, but they need to do more moving forward. In the next election, I said it, do not wait until the election day before you start campaigning. See, awareness door to door. I know what we did during Yaradua. Door to door, letters to families. We moved from one place to another. We worked for Yaradua to come in that time. We did not wait for election to come before we start campaigning. We were campaigning ever before. We became relevant. And that was exactly what APC did. They have been complaining since. If you go out there, do you see how many billboards of these our candidates for other parties do you see outside? None. The truth is because they are afraid of spending. And you can't come into election and not spend. And I know why they are afraid of spending. They are thinking, listen, they are thinking that if I spend, what is the guarantee that this election will be free and fair? But so far, so good.
You cannot dismiss the election as not being free and fair. You can say that to a large extent it was
because
free,
of past experiences.
and to some extent maybe because the few well, so far I've only seen 2 social media posts talking about an alteration. Now, how many polling units do you have across?
We allow that now. We are getting there.
You get it. So if you want to use 2 points to now say that the entirety of the election,
no, you can't use it to knock off.
You can't use it to knock it to knock it off.
You can't knock it off.
And that one, the IREF is still open for everybody.
It's
you
open.
can still access the
Go there
IREF
and
so
check it.
I think there will be more review of it. People have been calling for the review of the election to INEC, and INEC should review. Well, INEC can still review, and everybody will have access to the IREF and see this, what's it called, this mutilation as it were. Then you now compare what is the number
how
of
many mutilation you remove the wrong bad ones. You will still see. That is why I said that.
You look at them. That is not to say they are permitted in any way.
They are not.
They are
It's wrong. It's wrong. You are not supposed to do it. But the truth is this: if the voters for PDP or APC came out well, and your own party people did not come out well, it's not INEC to blame. It is you that did not do your own work well. So moving forward, don't give up on what you believe. As long as you keep believing, keep pursuing, and don't be tired. I understand it can be very weary and tiring when you are trying to get things done and the policy of a state or the way people are behaving is messing you up. But like I said, make yourself relevant ever before election. Go back to your drawing board, rearrange yourself. Come up with your own. If you are not a political party, you are under a political party, have a foundation. This is my advice to anybody that's a grassroots politician that wants to come up to the chairmanship and all those things. Have a foundation that you can be using to get popular. So that people in your community, in your area, in your local government can know you. Don't wait for election to come. Join force to start helping life and building things, do things. Go to dilapidated schools in your community, build it, make noise when you do it. Those are strategies that people should be using. Don't wait for election to come before you start complaining. You just appear and you want people to start voting for you. Who are down, Oga? What have you done? You know, like I keep saying, I give that kudos to Peter Obi. Ever since 2023, he lost that election. It's everywhere till today.
Yeah, he has made.
He has made
his candidature visible.
Thank you.
He has made his candidature visible.
He's been able to build his community, his movement.
Building the community, possibly expanding that community.
It's big now. It's bigger than ever before.
It's something that he has done.
And it's why wherever he goes, it's where the youth will go. All those youth you see on Twitter and Facebook, they are waiting for him to say, here I go.
Yeah, I am.
And the population is more than ever. Now, look at how many years look at how many people that will be joining that election age now. Another group of children, 18, they are out. Let the sensitization start. All the 18 years people go and collect your card, go and register. See, there is a way you will not be able to rig when the time comes, because when you have population of the whole Nigeria following you, people that want to rig it will be hard. That's why it was very hard for the president to win, even in Lagos, his own town. He didn't win. So many other places like that.
But do you think that will happen in the future election? That with the popularity?
Let me ask you a question. Is the country better is the country better than that time?
No, it will be relative.
What is the mindset of people about this country now?
Quite a lot of persons.
Remember that time? How much was fuel at that time?
Quite a lot of.
Remember that time? How much was rice that time?
No,
what has changed in this country?
So many things have changed.
Like
transportation costs has improved.
Okay, when you say improved, is it high or low?
Has increased and then it dropped, and then there's this stabilization. The dollar rose to almost 1.7.
How much was dollar when the president came? How much was dollar when president came?
400.
How much was dollar when president came?
It was around I think 400. So
what is the celebration all about?
Dollar. Well, I am not holding brief for
we have removed subsidy
from fuel, and then there has been.
Do you know the major problem we have in this country?
No.
After removal of subsidy, that Nigerians are suffering over now, there ought to have been a better Nigeria.
Why? Palliative measure.
Because there ought to have been reinvestment of all the money. Cut down your expenses. That's my problem with this government. Shut down. President tried to do it, but they are not listening. Say, Baba will leave it. Baba will soon forget it. Don't worry. He said everybody, all ministers should go out with just your truck alone. Don't carry anybody. But him, if you look at his motorcade, they are not. It's not 20. It's not 30. You have to lead by example. Reduce your expenses. You want to travel for investment, direct foreign investment into the country. Don't carry too many load of cost. See, I still believe that is where we are getting it wrong. If you want people to manage, you have to also lead by example by managing. As a president, what did you meet when you came? What was on ground when you came? What have you added? How can we be running deficits? All your budget has been deficit. They said we have some contractors that have not been paid since 2024.
All of these were.
So what are we spending money on?
All of these we're trying to see how they connect to the area council selection.
Back to the election. The truth is this. Until the right people with the passion for grassroots come out and begin to do what? Sensitize their community ahead of the next election. That is when we are ready to do another election that will change the narrative. Because if you still don't do your own work, the next time APC will still go ahead and win.
Well, viewers, this is an interesting conversation. We will, of course, be opening the line so you could join us in the conversation as we continue. But before then, we shall go on a break, and when we return, we shall be looking at the agencies of government, how political parties should have been able to improve the level of awareness in this election. Political parties, agencies and institutions of the government, even the Independent National Electoral Commission, how have they failed or succeeded in mobilizing the people sufficiently to come out for the election, that we had this bizarre turnout, as it were, even though winners have emerged? Because the statistics are variance. If you look at the statistics of winning to the number of people who came to cast their vote, it is indeed impressive for those who won. But after the break, we'll come back and have the discussion.
My name is Isaac. In that news, kidney failure stage 3, and the doctors have recommended the kidney transplant is too high. I would really appreciate if you can support and heal him body has to guide you down. Welcome, viewers.
You are back to the polity here on Kaftan TV, where we are looking at the FCT Council election, the takeaways, as it were, from the insights that we are looking at. What are the factors that played out that led to this election winning? I was discussing with someone yesterday, and he said to me that, look, the APC is shouting now. So the other political parties are complaining. They are making noise. They are complaining that they were shortchanged. That they are aware that the APC, as far back as April last year, saw that there was crack in its household in the FCT. There were a lot of grumblings. And then he set up a unity and reconciliatory committee.
Preparation.
Headed by a grassroots politician here in the Federal Capital Territory, was one senator, distinguished Senator Jibril Wowo, who went around the whole area council. I'm sure you heard about it.
I was aware.
Where he was moving from one area council to the other. I was talking to them and trying to bridge.
I said preparation.
And the guy said, look, this victory that people are just celebrating today,
it's preparation.
It's a victory that was prepared by the party through that committee.
Parties I see are not ready.
Through the months.
They are not ready. It's preparation. You don't wait for election period to start doing preparation. You go back. You plan it ahead. If that guy didn't go out to start making preparation, reconciling people, see, if we are not careful, as we are going, PDP tried to reconcile. They have not been able to.
Look at what Labour Party suffered in this election.
Look at
where it was not mentioned at all.
They were not there.
Because they were having internal wrangling. Two persons who were struggling to maintain leadership could not sacrifice that, and look at how it affected the whole of the 6 area council.
You will not be shocked that this coming election, PDP may not be in the ballot paper. Are you not seeing it? UK is not sleeping. In my life, I have never seen what is going on in this. I've never seen this kind of political calculation and moderation. And
the question remains: which is a PDP member?
Let me learn now. I have never.
Because you ask him, he will tell
how
you.
Explain it. See intelligence. Now, this guy intentionally is. If that guy has suffocated PDP, they are in trouble. They may not be in the ballot next year, because this crisis is not going to end.
That would be dangerous. If that kind
what will be dangerous?
No, even though the president
they should collapse it.
Even though the president
and NDC should be careful before another mole will be planted in their own, because it is now obvious that Wike allegedly is the mole in PDP, and he's playing his card very well, intelligently well. Who can remove Wike from PDP? See, that guy has choked PDP.
And if you look
at what he's playing, a man is not his own is not even anti-party issue again. It is obvious. It's not hiding. It's obvious anti-party with clarity. It's even winning, congratulating APC, and PDP is alive, and law of this land is alive.
I look at how he moved the PDP candidate, made them to step down in Buhari and what do you call it, Riamak.
Akpabio said, he said, what money cannot do, more money will do. You think it's ordinary?
No, but it will be a political.
Mr. Oga, see me. Appointments. Stop running after shadow. See me and let's do business together. Your Excellency, okay, when do you want me to matter closer? More money will do.
The
man that will come down to say, let me see, I will run with APC. Do you know what? He will prefer to collect that money than to lose, especially when his party is not in order. His party is not in order. So what is the former plan for him? He does not even have money to do campaign, and somebody has volunteered to extend olive branch to him. You want him to say no?
Well, all these are still left to the realm of speculation. We don't know what exactly would have transpired.
We wouldn't know, but we have an idea.
We only assume.
The Wike matter is not something we know now. You can't say you don't know Wike. You know what Wike is doing everywhere.
You said the statement where he said, "You do your own."
I will do my. Did he say that in heaven? He's on
So
his
this is part of,
he said it. He said you people should do your own, leave me to do my own.
But again, where to
Political scientists, they will tell you that
give it to the APC.
it's a game of interest.
Give it to the APC. They did not come to this level of victory by just staying and relaxing and sleeping on their arse. The APC did a lot of work to get to where it got to.
They did a lot of work and they spent a lot of money.
Yes, well, yes, doing a lot of work in politics in Nigeria will require spending quite a lot of money. Convincing people to be able to support you, stand by you, you will need to pay their transportation or aid their transportation to the respective venues you are going to have.
A lot of money.
When you do that also, Nigeria is a place where people are very good, electorates are good at telling you that my wife is pregnant, she's heavy, my wife has a...
And they solve the problem for you.
My wife has just delivered.
And they solve the problem.
My children were sent away from school.
And they
so
solve the
these
problem.
are issues that are raised before Nigerian politicians and they look at
they solve the problem.
And when we look
the
at
family
this,
will not look away from you.
When you look at the stories of the new electoral law talking about the cap of expenditure limit for candidates, presidential candidates, is it 10 billion? Governorship, is it to say 5, and senator, and the house
so
of...
is that for another person?
You now even look at it and say, look, 10 billion, no presidential candidate can even get close to the presidency with 10 billion. How possible is that? So these are, we need to be true to ourselves.
These are the permutations that we need to look at.
When we look at all of this. But again, I want to ask you now, how do we checkmate this level of voter apathy? Like looking at the National Orientation Agency, their role, looking at political parties, their role, so that we don't talk about 7% next time when we are having an election in any of these places. Looking at, what do you call it, the civil society organizations. We have NOA, we have INEC, we have political parties, we have civil society organizations.
Do we even have observers for this last election?
Well, we are yet to get reports from them. There are a lot of, I know
I saw like police arrest 23 people for vote buying in some areas, in Kuje and Co. So, but the truth is this, to be able to massive
information, massive mobilization,
this voter
apathy,
there is a lot of work. Because the truth is, it's a game of interest.
Okay.
Our interest must first be Nigeria. If you want to have a better Nigeria, our interest must be for Nigeria. Meaning that we have to follow someone that believes in the project Nigeria. When you believe in that person, and his ideology is for Nigeria, because it is for the people in the country. If we have that kind of opening, and the people are also being given orientation of the project Nigeria, I don't know whether 2027 is already here. I don't know whether we can achieve much next year. But like I always tell people, start planning it now. Let everybody in this country know your ideology. Let them know that this is for you and your unborn children. Start your movement. Don't stop talking. Don't stop moving. When people can now see that Mr. President or Peter Obi or Atiku have ideology that is centered around them, you will see massive turnout 2027. You see that I didn't take side. I threw it open to say, let anybody coming out subsequently have people's ideology and mean it. Don't. I saw of recent a governor of a state where he's having problem with ghost worker, blah 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 blah.
That was Osun State.
I didn't want to mention any name.
Where the governor was said
because it was a very big embarrassment for me. Why I said that is this: Arise, even our sister TV station, showed them where the woman that was given the contract to do forensic of the state of the state
salary payroll system
stood with the governor, carried the document to come and meet not the governor's elder brother. Sir, that is a disgrace for me, coming from Osun State. Why would you even allow media to cover that kind of thing? Whoever is the governor's aide messed up big time. Whoever allowed that kind of shot is a big mess for that state. It shows whoever is the governor is not in power. He's not the one governing. And it's very embarrassing. Wait, how do you want people to come out and vote for you the next time now? That you are not the one, you are just sitting down there. And your brother is the one looking at documents. Not even in an official office. At home, relaxing. Will a serious-minded person do such a thing? Do people even know what this thing called governance, what is it all about? How serious are they? Some people were told to move back to their local government and go and stay. Let me tell you what most states they are not even taking them serious. When the local government chairman is in town at the capital, state capital, he has never even gone to his local government to go and see what is going on there. What will make me, as the governor, to give that kind of person money? What is he going to do when he's always coming to town to come and sit down in town? He's always supposed to be at the local government that he was voted for. But he's never there. So while we are blaming the governor, the chairmen, are they also responsible? I'm talking about people. See, you want people to come out more. You want these voters' apathy to stop. The people too need to be serious. The people themselves that are contesting need to be serious. Whoever is the governor need to be serious. Whoever is the president need to be serious. Whoever that want to contest next should be serious also. So that people, when they see that, okay, this guy is looking good and he's done a lot of work, you don't need to tell them before they follow you. Even if you are not ready to spend money, they will spend money on you. There's a level you get to that you just win people to yourself. And there are things you have to do. If you cannot do all those things, don't bother carrying votes. They don't really see. Godfatherism cannot land it. I said Godfatherism that is ready to spend a lot of money to present you to the people. The president gave Minister Wike a forward march. Go and deliver Abuja for me. And on the spot, as he's winning, president is congratulating him.
For the excellent job he
For the excellent job. Another party in this same country.
Now, coming back to the role of the institution to pull the people out. What role do you think the political parties should have played to make them have more of their supporters? Because these voters, these PVC collected, are for members of various political parties.
You know what I'm going to say? I'm strongly canvassing for, advocating for two-party system. I'm tired of this.
That's taking us to the Babangida regime.
I'm tired
where we have
of
the SDP and NRC, where some people were mischievously saying Southern Democratic Party and the Northern Republican Convention.
This multi-party system is giving me a headache because a lot of them do not have structure.
Sorry, I have a caller coming in now. Can you please reduce the volume of your set so that we can hear you clearly? Either you tell us your name and where you're calling from. Reduce the volume of your set.
Hello?
Reduce the volume of your set.
I am from Taraba State, Buka local government.
Okay, Taraba Buka local government. Yeah, we're talking about the council selection.
Yeah, I was hearing discussion of the party politics.
Well, yes, we're saying, can you please reduce the volume of your set? If you don't, I may be forced to cut you off. Because you can't be hearing yourself when you're talking. It's held back. Yeah, okay, he has cut off. We have just said, next step, please, when you want to call, it is important for you to reduce the volume of your set, particularly when you know that your call has already connected and it has been picked. That is one. And secondly, if you want to do that, you can hold your remote and put your hand on the mute button. So that the moment you know you are talking, you just press mute and you mute it. When you finish, you cannot go back because you can't be hearing yourself when you're talking. Please, I'm going to pick your call now, but please do what I just said. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello. Can you reduce the volume of your set? It's important. Or place it on mute.
Or move away.
Or move away from there. Okay, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. First of all, thank you.
Name and where are you calling from?
I am calling from Beverly.
Benue State. What's the name? Oh, we lost that call. Okay. So, what do you think is the role of political parties to make sure their members who they have convinced to go and collect their PVCs come out? I know during the period, there are a lot of stories they used to tell very local people, the villages, that if you don't collect your PVC, the federal government will deny you social benefits. They will come and share some things. You must present it before they give you. And so that forces people to go collect their PVCs. Then when they come back, other stories. Sorry, I have a caller. Hello? Good afternoon. Where are you calling from? Welcome to the Polity.
Hello, good morning. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Welcome to the Polity.
Thank you for the program.
Yeah.
I really appreciate this program.
What's the name?
The problem, can you hear me?
What's the name? What is
Hello?
your name, sir?
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you.
Okay, you can hear me clearly.
Yes, go ahead. What is your name and go ahead.
The problem we are having in this country is institutional failure. Institutional failure. That is all what we have. All these things we are doing, we see all the challenges we are having, the economy, security, democratic operations, all are institutional failure. Do we have judiciary system in this country? The answer is no. Do you have an accountable security institution? The answer is no. You understand? Look at the issue of this political party, this election whatsoever. It's something they've already calculated and do their permutation. This is what they are going to do. UK is doing anti-party, and in this constitution we say you have the law that is operating. This is not something that is, if you have in this country, all this abracadabra, this my whatsoever will not happen. They should go back to the drawing board and change the two-party system. They know what to do. They know. They are just deceiving us. Thank you very much.
Oh, you are agreeing with an in-house scholars that we should have a two-party system. Oh, yes, we lost the call. Oh, what you were saying, somebody has agreed with you. A two-party system will be the solution.
It's a reality.
But again, a democracy, in a popular democracy like ours,
It's still a democracy.
What you say, when you constrict ideas
In
to
the
just
situation
two
where you
thoughts.
have how many parties without structure all over the country, what are they going to do? Look at the last election, 2023. See what the other parties are scoring. After APC, PDP, and Labour Party.
1,000
It's on
national votes.
national vote. It's embarrassing. So let's stop. Let's stop. What's the real name now? Let's stop embarrassing ourselves in the
global arena.
Global arena. That's the word. Because when you keep doing this thing, we know where it's going to fall back to. And then it will also reduce our. I said something about spending.
Cost of producing materials for the election.
Material, money to be spent on this and that. It will cut down our expenses, unnecessary expenses. And then all this game that you are seeing today will stop because we now know that we have just two
political
parties to run with. Then everybody will shrink into these two. And at that level, you will know who is going to win, even before the time. Because you will see Nigeria gravitating towards a particular one. That is the second person. Or the first person, as the case may be. So that they will okay, so you will be forced as that person, first person, to make sure that, or the second person, to perform well, because you know that the next time you come, they will remove you. But when we have so many, this too much political party is causing problem for us. We are talking about orientation. What is the role of media in this? It's not only media. The political party, once is one two-party system, you have concentrated effort to campaigning everywhere. The resources will even be more. Your resources will be more. Then you can focus on proper campaign. You understand? But if we continue with this voters, this multi-party system, it's sincerely it's too expensive to run. It's unnecessary. We are not even organized to want to say we want to do it.
Do you think the National Rotation Agency has anything to do with?
They have a lot. They have not done it. The last election in Abuja, I'll blame them for it partly, even though it's the role of the INEC. INEC did its best, but he didn't do much. He didn't do voters education on local government in Abuja, in FCT, because it's the role of INEC to do voters education on almost all the TV stations. I didn't see much. I didn't see it. You understand? This is my TV station now. Did I see anything here from INEC rolling and in different languages towards this 2020, towards this local government election in FCT? There was none. So they have a role. National Orientation Agency have a role. Abuja branch have a role to play. Then the political party, they have a lot of role to play. They did play it. But the people that APC saw the lacuna and they make do with it. Case closed. They saw that, okay, these people are not campaigning, they are not doing much. Oh yeah, you quickly go ahead, reconcile. Oh yeah, begin to direct your campaign to the people that you have reconciled. Everybody came out and everybody was happy, and they came to do. Whether there is malpractices, I will tell you the last election is not perfect, because we were told that there was still money they exchanged hand. But to some extent, for me, people that came out to support their party, to vote for their party, they came out and they have carried the glory. And the people that did not do much, you understand? People that did not do much did not get anything. So what is the moral of the story? Subsequently, let political party also rise to the game, because it's a game. According to Mr. President, Mr. said, you can't beat me in this game. I have been doing this for 25 years before I became.
Now, we may be needing we'll be needing you at the MCR to please do us a favor. Just help us roll out the data that talks about a glance of, well, let's start with the registration of the PVC collection first. I need to draw something out from that, what's it called, infographic, because it is clear. Now, looking at this, you see the enthusiasm shown by the people. Here in the Federal Capital Territory, over 1.5 million persons were seen to have been prepared to come out for that election. Over 1.5. You see in Abaji, you have 64,534 persons who came out, who collected their PVC. And in Amak, you have 664,227 persons who collected their PVC in preparation for the election, representing 94% of registered voters. You go to 259,913 in Buhari, which is 94% preparedness. You come to Gwagwalada, 184,24,48 persons, representing 94.4% preparedness. Come to Kuje, 155,567, 94.3%. You see, all this preparedness is above 92%. The list is 93%. And now, in spite of this, please go help us get to the other than that, we'll have a glance of the FCT data, what's it called? The one after this. You see this level of preparedness, 92, 94, and all, not this particular one. I'm talking about the glance, if you can for us, the other one like this table you just showed us. Okay, here you see the look at people that came out. After having about 600 persons, 600 something, what's it called? This accredited
this is terrible.
After 64, after that 600 something persons who were registered, these are the numbers that were accredited. Look at the accreditation compared to the number of persons who were PVC collect. If you put all of these together, it's not above. It's not up to 300,000. If you put this together,
true.
It's not up to 300,000.
True.
Are you getting it? Compared to the 1.5 million persons that came out, that are going to collect their PVC.
Collected PVC.
So, in spite of the money spent on publicity, in spite of the money poured in on what do you call it? Can we get to the next, what's it called? Next graph, please, after this. Now, in spite of the whole money poured into the campaign, now look at, in spite of all that money, registered voters 847, accredited 62,000. What happened? What really happened?
Sincerely, this is not nice because I saw
for AMAC you have less than 10 persons who were actually registered, for the election.
Must have spent so much money getting those materials out.
In Buhari, you have less than 10 persons also who were accredited. In Gwagwalada, you have less than less than 20 persons who were accredited. Okay, 21%. Look at it. 7%, 27%, 8%. Look, why would you have this huge resources? You go to collect. The PVC is printed. It costs money. We are seeing the money INEC is demanding from National Assembly.
The election materials were printed. I saw the way they were cancelling it.
Why allow the institution go this far to collect, to produce these materials? You go collect them. PVC is there that they produce. The ballot papers are there that they produce. The ballot boxes are there that were produced. The stamps that were done. The stamp paper that
everything.
The beavers and everything. The real time, because the technology will also require payment for internet services that will make all this thing. Why would we, as a people, not respond by coming out? What can be done to push more people out for the election? Because whatever the number of those who are on essential duties are, they do not in any way represent the far cry of the huge number of persons who did not come out to vote.
Well, I see that people have been betrayed. I'm asking myself, what will make me collect PVC and not want to come out?
Betrayed by who?
The politicians. People are having trust problem. People just want that card in their hand to plan the next election, not this election. Like I said, this election, this local government election that just passed in FCT is not popular.
Oh.
They took those PVC because they are all waiting for presidential election. Hopefully. Now, also, what I saw is that they believe or they were thinking that the election will be rigged. They see the way the whole country is going, and they do not believe again in the country. I'm talking from different reasoning now.
Oh.
Because what just happened now is total waste that we are trying to stop. Why do I have to produce all these things for you to go and keep at home? I remember there was a time they said whoever does not vote should be jailed in this country. But before you can say that, you have to also consider that you need to build people's trust to believe in you, that if they put their vote down, it will count. In a situation where they didn't even come out at all to come and vote, there's nothing like counting. So the federal government need to build the trust of the people. The people themselves need to be current with what is going on around them. The people themselves need to do what? Begin to look for their candidate to want to support. And the candidate needs to also go back and meet their own people too. There has to be a lot of awareness, because we are seeing a lot of awareness problem here. And then we're also seeing that because it's not the popular election, I'm suspecting that they took those PVC in preparation for 2027. Yeah. Because
why are they not concerned about, because the local government election,
they do not believe
is
that
the closest.
They don't even know
take care of
because local
primary
government
education
has never catered for them.
Primary education, market,
local government has
sanitation,
never
environment,
catered for them.
sanitation.
They have never seen anything from local government. I said it when we started. Why should I be voting for someone that I don't even know? What have they, the local government, what have they ever done to us? What is the impact of local government on common man in this country? Nothing. Nothing, because he does not believe anything good can come out of local government to him or her. So it's trust problem. And then you need to, with this one now, APC that is the one carrying all the majority of the vote, should not go out there and do more to enlighten the people about local government autonomy. In this country, how many people really know what local government autonomy is all about? How many people know local government, the Supreme Court judgment on the local government autonomy? National Orientation Agency, nobody is telling anybody, but maybe they intentionally just have to keep it away from people. It is just because, see, I've seen something about this country, not until when president removed the subsidy, a lot of people did not know what subsidy is all about. Subsidy removal is all about. It was when the things started touching them that the subsidy removal became popular, because you have to now pay more. Say, so whether you like it or not, people are being informed gradually, unlike before that nobody is paying attention to government. People are getting informed gradually, and that is my hope for 2027, that because of the subsidy removal, a lot of people are now looking at government as the messiah of good things happening to them. Yes, but before now, there was nothing like that. See, inflict pain on Nigerians that they will follow your policy and follow whatever you are saying. When there is no pain, everybody is facing their problem. And you see, I keep saying, I said this country is a very strong country. This country is where we have I cannot die attitude. And they know that this country, people are very strong with self-determined to make things work for themselves. And it's why they are doing things the way they are doing it now. So Nigerians need to look into what's going on in the country, be part of what is going on. See, most of the people that are being given money is carrot and stick approach, because they are in lack. Somebody has come to say, take money, vote for me. There's nothing that person can do, because you need to survive. So when there's so much poverty in the land, whoever comes out is the one that will benefit the little that they can give them, and they go back home. In fact, they were going to them to encourage them to go and collect their PVC, because there is money for them. You know what I'm saying? So there is so much work to be done on this country, on the people themselves, on our policies and what have you. A lot to be done.
Yes, quite a lot has to be done on this matter of awareness of the voters, because it is indeed a very troubling thing that you now have an election where so much money is being spent to ensure that in its preparation things are put in order, so that we can have a successful flow of the election period, of the election day, after which we begin to wait for the result. Then surprisingly, when we begin to look at the data, we now see how that the percentage of those who came out to vote are very, very negligible to those who are what they call it, who did not come out. Take example of the 2023 general election. Critics are quick to say that the president is only on the mandate of over 8 million persons. And then if you sum it up, that 8 million plus 7 million plus 6 million, and then you now add all the others together, which is now up to 5 million. It's far less.
Far less.
Compared to, is lesser than 40% of the 93 million voters at the time.
At the time, yeah.
This is very, very troubling. In fact, I think this is a matter that we need to revisit and look at it very critically. It is like the story we are talking about, the budget, where you allocated over 212 billion for health, and then only 36 million is released.
Can you imagine that?
To the Ministry of Health. It is the same situation we seem to be in.
Is that the country?
How can you make that kind of nonsense? It is not helping at all.
So what do they do with 2025 budget?
There is no sense at all in the whole of it. How can you have huge money invested as a nation in what you and I should play our role? And then on the day of election, you just sit down in your house and you do not go out to go and use that card you have collected to go and make a choice. Whether it counts or not, first step out and then go and vote. Let it be that in the course of whether they call it rigging or manipulation, people can begin to throw up examples that we are seeing now. Like I said earlier, I have not seen more than this. It's just one self I've even seen that I saw over several points where they from 121 to 1,217. That is the only example of error that is being shown. For me, it is not enough to discountenance the election, because we know if out of 12 there is a Judas, for what we have experienced. Our Lord Jesus Christ, for those of us who are Christians, our Lord Jesus Christ, in his selection of apostles who are going to walk with him, one of them, of course, was Judas. So needless, in a political party of several millions of persons, or in a NINEC where you have thousands of persons who are going to be involved in the process. So these kind of persons will be there, but then you get them, you deal with them, so it will serve as deterrence to others. But our major concern right now, is that why should you collect a PVC and go home and sleep? Why should you collect a PVC and feel that you have no responsibility to yourself?
That's the only reason for it.
To yourself, because the first responsibility when you collect PVC is to yourself. I am going to choose a candidate of my choice, whether he wins or not. But you've made a statement, so that when the result come out, the man who wins would have seen that, oh, so number went to this, so numbers went. Why did they do so? I will improve my service to the people, so that when next the election is coming, I should have more of these votes. But when you sit there at home doing nothing, do you really think you can even question the emergence of any candidate if you did not vote? When people sit on the table of discussion that, look, I voted this man, I don't like what he did, you just may not have anything to say.
Because you didn't even vote.
Because you didn't even vote. So you never made a choice. Please, we want to beg you brothers, we want to beg you sisters, we want to beg you mothers, we want to beg you uncles, we want to beg you aunties, all citizens. We owe it as a responsibility to ourselves to go out and vote. And then secondly, we owe it as a responsibility for parents, you owe it as a responsibility to your children to go and vote and pick the right leadership that will be useful to your children.
And defend your votes.
And you defend those votes. You want good education, pick a good leader. You want water running down your community, pick a good leader. You need a stable electricity supply, pick a good leader. You need stable, health services, pick a good leader. It all starts from you.
From you.
In case you don't know.
True.
It starts from you. It starts from me. And if you think it is their problem, it's a lie. It is your own and my own problem. Because we did not do what we are supposed to have done to set the process going. We cannot demand accountability when we have no role at all. in putting out the persons that emerge. Please, it's important. So we'll be taking a short break from here. When we return, we'll continue with the conversation and looking at other aspects of the area council elections and the takeaways that we have. Welcome back to the Polity here on Kaftan TV. I'm sure you are enjoying our conversation. We're talking about our sense of responsibility to ourselves through the political space. Before we continue this conversation, I will need us to, it is not out of place for us to send a congratulatory message to the winners in the last election. We have Mekalangu here in the Abuja Municipal Area Council. So we congratulate him for Abuja Municipal Area Council. Christopher Mekalangu, congratulations. And for Umar Abdullahi Abubakar APC for Abaji Area Council, we also say congratulations to you. And then for Buhari Area Council, Joshua Ishaku, we say congratulations. To Mohammed Kasim of the PDP in Gwagwalada, we say congratulations for emerging. We also send a congratulatory message to you, Nuhu Daniel of the APC in Kwale Area Council. And for Kuje, where the result came very, very late, it is the last result that was read out. That is Kuje. We say Dajima Shekolo of the APC. We say congratulations for emerging the winner from your area council. We hope that each of you will show what is called responsibility and accountability to the electorate. Let those who vote see their vote as justified. Those who came out in the cold and stood by in the sun when it came out and ensure that they voted. Make sure that when you do this with these numbers that they stand, because these are not just numbers, these are human beings who came out in spite of all odds. They came out to show that, well, there is deficit trust in government, there is deficit trust in the institution of government. Political parties have not really been kind to us, but these people came out. Over 40,000 came out from AMAC 40,295. So we say to Christopher Mekalangu, show responsibility, show accountability to these persons. In Abaji, we have 15,535 persons who came out. We say to you, Umar Abdullahi Abubakar, ensure that you demonstrate accountability. Ensure that the education sector feels your impact. Let the women feel your impact. Let the young persons feel your impact. There's a need for empowerment in that area. People should not be walking in dark streets. Light up the streets and let people begin to see some small delivery, as it were. Ensure that the people have good security in that area and liaise with the security in the FCT to make sure that your people are protected. Then in Abaji also we say to Buhari, we say to John Ishaku, congratulations, also be responsible. These 18,466 votes that came out for you, these are persons who have stood by you in thick and thin. So it is important that you stand by them. In Gwagwalada, we have over 22,000 persons that came out to support Mohammed Kasim. And so we say to Mohammed Kasim, as much as possible, be sure that you attend to the education need of the people, you attend to the health need of the people, you attend to the sanitation need of the people of that area. These are critical areas of human development. Then empowerment and all that programs. I'm not telling you what to do. You know what to do. But do it in such a way that the other persons who did not come out will now be forced to come out and say, no, this what we are seeing, we have seen some hands of government in our time. Let us go and vote. Let us go and encourage them. Let them know that we believe in government now. Let the politicians, it rests on you to make sure that the people come out and stand by you.
Build their trust.
Build their trust, because you should not diminish their trust. Like Nuhu Daniel in in Kwale Area Council. The same thing is expected of you. increase these vote numbers. Increase them. Some of you are going to are coming in for your first time. Increase the numbers of the vote. Let it be that people come to participate, and they participate because they have seen that, look, the vote invested in you with their friends or their relations invested in you is not wasted. And so when their relations say, did you not see I told you this man can do this? Did you not see I told you this man can do this? He has done this. He has done the water issue we were talking about. That's a bridge that break up. We cannot go to farm that rainy season. He has done it. When you begin to attend to the needs of the people, from all nooks and crannies, they will all come out and they will vote for you. Politicians do not diminish the support of the people. I will say to Danjuma Shekolo of Kuje Area Council, please, please, please. And that place, that's a very bubbling place also in the FCT. Let the people have more reasons to come out and extend support to you. It is not at all for you to occupy office and then begin to diminish the political investment, the emotional political investment of the people on your party, of the people on the government of the area council. No, it is not at all a good thing to do. So we look forward to make sure that we look forward to having a robust area council development under your time, as the numbers have shown that this is the number of people who believe in you and they have come to expect that trust. So you should let them have it. Now let me ask you. Oh, you had a call coming in? Okay. Now, with all of these political parties, National Electoral Agency, what do you call it? INEC. Now, the civil society organizations, they are very good at saying, yeah, this happened here, this happened here. Do you not think they have a role to also inform the people?
Yeah, civil society, they are very close to the society. They are close to the community. It's just that
like all the CBOs, community-based organizations.
Yeah, a lot of them. We have a lot of them in Nigeria, and they themselves need to also put themselves together, because I know that they are having issue with the trust for this government. You see them every now and then make a lot of requests. Government do this, government do this, government do, but nobody's listening to them. So I'm going to encourage you, just like the way. Thank you for that encouragement that you gave to the people in Abuja and to Nigeria as a whole. I also want to encourage the civil society: do not give up.
No, you can't.
You can't afford to say let them run it the way they want. They run it. No. That is why God placed you here. You understand? You have to be the voice of the people. Then you have to please see. We need voters' education in this country.
It's critical.
Because see, if you are, we need more of actually the civil society, so that we can go straight down. Because I see that the politicians are manipulating them. I have said it before, it's a carrot and stick approach that they are using. But if we have civil society that are giving them right information in the language they understand, you understand, and why they should change their mindset on what to do right and what not to do, the people will be informed. And there is a regular information passing down to them so that they can make their decision when the time comes. When those politicians come to want to begin to bamboozle them, they will be the one educating the politician. Because there's education. You know, it is the work of civil society, and it is the work of political party too. It's not enough to be sitting down in one place and I don't understand what people are discussing when you meet. Because you are supposed to, number one, go out there and request for volunteers for your party. Before you request for volunteers, make sure that your party, you have ideology that people love or support, that is targeted at the people. When they see your ideology, they will follow you naturally. Then when you now bring them closer to say, okay, we want to educate everybody in your, say, and that is another employment from your party. Say, okay, I don't have much money to give you, but all I want you to do for me as a communicator is let me go to the grassroots. See, these are work to be done. And these are work that we will engage Nigeria to trust you more. But when you are not doing these things, I don't know what you people are not doing. Because a lot of people out there are waiting for you to work for you because they believe in what you are campaigning for. So voters education, I'm giving you this strategy on how to penetrate down so that the bad information they are giving to the grassroots can stop. Then the grassroots can be informed to come out the next election to do the needful. Because if you don't go as civil society or as a party now, they will collect those voters cards from them. They will beaver it. They will call them to. They will use them for their benefits. We know what is going on in this country. Please leave all those things. So there are a lot of things I can't say here, because the truth is, it's a game. It's a well calculated game.
No, it's really
well calculated game. But we can fight it if we do the right thing.
It's really disturbing that we find ourselves in this situation. Should INEC stop producing this much PVC or ballot papers? That is the question. From what is happening, should INEC stop doing this? When INEC stop, you now see more persons coming out at the polling booth. Why putting this huge amount of money? And then we end up with not so encouraging turnout of people. Politicians, this burden is on you. You are responsible for making Nigerians have less interest in coming out to vote. Go beyond your rhetorics. Dish out dividends of democracy that are tangible, that are felt. Beyond the bridges and the roads, beyond the superstructure, which are very critical and important. These are needs, and you are meeting there. We congratulate you. We say well done for that. Even though we shouldn't tell you well done, because it is what you promised. It is on that basis that you were elected. But again, we say well done. Keep doing it and do it well. However, let it be that at the end of each tenure, Nigerians will see more reasons to come out and vote you on the continuum. It is important. And not where people will now say, oh, our vote will not count, and they will just throw in the towel. I will not even come out at all for the election, as we have just witnessed in the area council election here in the Federal Capital Territory. Well, it is on this disturbing note that we'll have to say goodbye we call it a break. We'll call it a quit here on the polity this Monday afternoon. My name is Remain Society. No Sadiba with me.
Adilu Adeyemo. Thank you guys
Thank you very much for joining us.